Oh, that close-up every time. Hey, it's time to listen to some more tapes, and I wanna fact check myself here. Last time, I was asked about why are they called Diamond Dogs, and I said it was just a David Bowie reference. And then I kind of talked over the tape that explained why it's Diamond Dogs. And so the real answer is that it is just a David Bowie reference, but Miller gives you a whole spiel about how diamonds represent, like, purity and, like, innocence and whatever. So even though we're dogs of war, we're still... I think he's just trying to gaslight us. Anyway, let's get some of those juicy, juicy tapes. Now, there's going to be spoilers in some of these names, so don't look too close at them. But hey, let's learn about Chico and Amanda.
Snake, do you remember Amanda?
Yeah, I do.
The revolution was a success. Somoza resigned. Nicaragua has a new government. Amanda's really working hard for her country to be reborn.
Good for them.
She says she wishes Chico could be there.
That revolution was the dream. For Amanda, for Chico, and their father.
That chopper was no place for Chico to die. I'd like to at least think history will remember his part in the revolution.
That chopper was no place for Chico to die, because, pretty famously, and I'll show it at some point, but there's concept art, Chico was supposed to basically become a parasite ninja. He was going to be this game's cyborg ninja.
We're his mark on the world.
And you were going to fight him and then later recruit him.
Contacted her after the revolutionaries came to power.
So yeah, that
Strangelove, the AI
that
researcher from
tape just kind of goes, oh yeah, no, Chico died in the helicopter, and Amanda's just,
Amanda heard
you
from
know.
her out of the blue. She told Amanda she wanted
She
to
left.
salvage Peace Walker's drive parts or something from the bottom of Lake Nicaragua.
Oh, Strangelove is the
Amanda
reason
passed
why
the request on
that
to her friends in the new administration.
that pod exists? Oh
She's a
jeez.
national hero now, after all.
Truck patrol.
So Strangelove got a Soviet military aircraft to transport something to somewhere. But apparently the cargo
Sometimes
wasn't
patrols
big
go
enough to
by
have
and it's
been
pretty
Peace
cool.
Walker itself.
So what was it?
Who knows? We recovered Peace Walker's nuclear warhead ourselves 9 years
So
ago.
yeah, it was obviously the
Strangelove
AI
had been
pod.
after. Amanda said she didn't mention what her reason was or where she was headed. Nicaragua is a socialist state now. With Amanda vouching for her, the government didn't feel the need to concern itself with the details. All Strangelove told Amanda was that she was going to continue her research, and that the rest was a secret. Right before the attack, Huey was in the control tower to prepare for the inspectors. He was with them when it all went down. The control tower collapsed with the rest of its strut. His body was never recovered, but he was the one who met the inspection party when they arrived.
So we're supposed to listen to this tape earlier. Obviously, we know the fate of Huey. We stole him. He's building robots for us now.
Then he gives them the okay without our permission, all the time acting as if he was doing us a favor. On top of that, he even had the guards disarmed that day. It would send the wrong message, he said. Whatever the angle, it all leads back to Huey. I curse my own stupidity for not realizing sooner.
So here's the
Huey
thing,
escaped
right?
with that unit by
Everything
chopper.
he's saying
I've been
really
hunting
is
him for 9 long years. The other reason I was
suspicious, but
operating
it's
around
not
Afghanistan
completely
was to
like...
dig up his location.
I don't think
in
Huey's
Afghanistan.
smart enough to do
Yes.
all that.
And I have a good idea where.
I think it does
Now we
make
just
him a
wait
good
for the right
scapegoat,
moment.
though.
This time, we'll be the ones using him. He's going to tell us who our guests
Ocelot's
really were
boys,
that
huh?
used a fake nuclear inspection to blast our home into the ocean.
Yeah, so Huey's definitely very suspicious. But again, I don't know how much I buy that he was able to intentionally do all of that. It does make a convenient excuse, though.
A sniper known as Quiet is lurking in the Afghan wilderness. This Quiet has performed a string of hits on Soviet officers. The attacks always occur in the same area, but sweeps of the area turn up no traces whatsoever.
Which, again,
They've even
I
posted
know I keep
cards,
saying
but
it, but
they
it's
never spot a
ridiculous
thing.
that Quiet has made a
And then
name
before
for
you know it,
herself
another body
in
is
like
lying
2
on the
weeks.
ground. You ever heard of someone who operates like that? No matter how still and silent a person tries to be, they always create some kind
While
of
also getting, you know,
be it breathing, a heartbeat,
her
eating,
superpowers and mastering
excreting.
them.
Body body temperature, Sweat. If this sniper can really vanish completely...
Talking about excreting and sweat. Oh,
I
Ocelot.
guess Quiet is the right name. But what is Quiet's objective? The local guerrillas wouldn't use this kind of tactic. I just can't see them hiring some superhuman mercenary. And the Soviet officers who've been killed, well, they were all opposed to or skeptical of the secret weapons development being conducted in the area. Sure, they were a problem for those supporting it, but the Soviets have nothing to gain by killing them. So we have an assassin with superhuman combat skills who isn't working for the guerrillas or the Soviets. Miller has a theory.
Of course Miller has a theory. And of course it involves
He thinks
Cypher.
it's time we silence Quiet for good. But I'm against the lethal treatment. I say we bring the sniper back alive and break that silence. Because even if this Quiet doesn't say a word, there's still plenty we can learn. Just remember this, boss. If our hunch is right, you'll be on this sniper's hit list too.
Yes, this is Troy Baker,
If things
Ocelot.
seem a little too quiet when you're in the field,
He's making
watch
jokes
out.
even.
Quiet's out there somewhere. And if possible, this is one sniper I want back here breathing.
Yeah, so, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Ocelot, not only does he love torture, he kind of does love superhuman freaks. So I guess that does make sense that he would want us to bring her back alive. As for Huey, yeah, if Miller really thought Huey was to blame, I agree. He would have just had him killed immediately. But the fact that he doesn't do that, the fact that, you know, he allows Huey to keep making stuff for us, yes, it does seem like
When Quiet first came
Miller
here,
does
she
just,
demonstrated
he's
her
just
marksmanship
trying to
against
build up
enemy
our army,
fighter
build up our stuff, and using
It
Huey.
showed she was much
And then
more
he'll
than
use
your
Huey as a
everyday crack
scapegoat
shot.
for everything,
Hitting
and
a
yeah.
moving target from 600 meters is a challenge, but it's possible with the right training and equipment. But shooting down that missile...
Troy Ocelot's so dry,
the
yes
world
he
apart
is.
from taking
I like
out a
Texas, I
soldier on
think.
patrol. The chopper and the missile were in motion, meaning different vectors at high velocity in three-dimensional space, and she shot an unguided bullet that had to fight air resistance and gravity.
Right, so this
All
is
that
about when she
while the
shot
chopper
down
was
that
taking
pilot in the
evasive
fighter
maneuvers.
jet.
Some of the best target leading I've ever known. She has a superhuman sense of spatial awareness. You put her in a fighter jet, and she'd be an ace right off the bat. Hell, your judgment was top class too. Realizing she could take out that pilot, that's quick thinking. You and Quiet could make a hell of a team. You'd be damn near unstoppable.
As dry as his performance
Quiet
is, I do
still in
appreciate
herself.
that
If you
Ocelot's
sat her
basically
authorized to
like,
go near her. She hasn't tried
he just
anything
wants to
funny.
see us do a bunch of cool
But that's
shit,
what
whereas,
bothers
yeah,
me
Miller's like,
Who's
I'm
the
going to
killer?
exploit everyone.
What does she have to gain
Ocelot's
by
like,
coming
hey,
to
might as
Mother
well have fun while we're
I
here,
first
right,
thought
boss?
She was under orders from Cypher to take you
I
out.
can vibe
She
with
didn't
that.
manage it in Afghanistan, so round 2 happens here. So I lighten the guard. And that lock on her door is a joke. You gave her an opening. And, well, she hasn't killed you yet.
Also,
I hate
even
to say
that,
it, but she's had
Ocelot's
plenty
like,
of
yeah,
chances.
I don't think she
You
wants
made
to
me
kill
the
you.
bait.
I gave her
Poison
every
bait.
chance, and she just
What better?
didn't.
Anyway, she didn't bite. Quiet is keeping her silence. So I'm left with no idea again what she's doing here. We tried communicating with her through writing. That didn't work either. Whether she's illiterate, dyslexic, or just plain stubborn, she won't cooperate. I just don't get it. If she tried to contact the outside, it'd be picked up by our counterintelligence net. But it's clean.
It's a
There's no
legendary bear
sign she's
there,
had
but I want to go to
contact
the
with
ruins.
staff. Base facilities, nothing. She's almost got the men wanting her to try something.
Since we're
just
talking
to
about
find out what
Quiet.
she's up to. And she's in there
Might as
putting
well
on the
revisit
failed
that area,
soldier
'cause it's
look,
pretty
all
cool.
Downcast eyes and defeated sighs. But she doesn't kill herself. She can't be trying to leave Cypher and surrender to us. So what's the verdict? This may sound optimistic, but here's how I see it. Quiet came here to fulfill some objective. Kill you, maybe to destroy Diamond Dogs. Whatever it was.
She can
before
write,
could
she's
do
just
it,
being an
something
asshole.
changed
Yeah,
her
so
mind.
that's the question
Yeah.
everyone has, is why doesn't
look
Quiet
at her,
write? Why
sense
can't she just
hesitation.
write?
You think she betrayed
For the love of
Cypher?
God, why
Can't
does
say
she
for
just
sure.
not write it down on
I
a
prefer the
goddamn
ones that
post-it?
talk.
And the answer is, I
Anyway,
don't
we'll
know,
keep
boss,
her
she
under
just
watch.
doesn't want to.
And we're also looking into those special abilities of hers. You'll be
Which
the
is
first to know if something
ridiculous.
comes up. Why not look in on her yourself once in a while? Right.
Yeah, there's a little more context on Quiet and why we're trusting her, and the fact that she just won't write things down.
How long are we gonna keep that woman here?
You mean Quiet?
My personal feelings aside. she's
You
putting
never
everybody
put
on
your
edge.
personal feelings
She
aside,
knows
Miller. That's your
stories.
entire character
I
in
got
this
sick
game.
from just standing guard at her cell. I won't stand on the same platform as that witch. She hit me for no reason.
What is this, a private army or a kindergarten?
The thing is,
I do love that from
they're
Us a
all
lot,
serious.
because it is
They're
very
faced with something
childish
they don't
when he's
understand,
explaining.
and a kind of mass hysteria has broken out. I've gotten wind of countless plots to take her out.
There are no grounds for this suspicion whatsoever. Put yourself in her shoes, assuming they see her as a prisoner here. No, even more so if they
Again,
do,
Ocelot's
she
weirdly, like,
deserves to be treated humanely. I always thought our men
nice.
was a bit more
In this game, it's
noble-minded.
kind of funky.
Look, I understand.
He's
this
very
is a stressful
considerate
line of
to
work,
women,
but to
children,
make her
and
the
dogs.
scapegoat,
You've got it wrong. Quiet.
Which I think... Whoa.
Cypher. We have men that lost their buddies to our organization.
you could say that about
Which I think
what
is,
just heard.
again, just makes
Plenty
Miller
of
look
men
worse
used to
and
fight for
more
another
ridiculous. When it's
They've
like
all put that
Ocelot's
aside
being
to
the
work
voice
for
of
the
reason.
boss.
Cypher is different. And if you ask me, the boss is the biggest problem.
Wow, I'm
Why
right
is he
here, dude.
protecting her? Some of the guys are starting to suspect him of...
Are they, or are
I don't
you
agree
are
with
you
keeping
just
her
mad?
here either.
So what's your move? Throw her out? Kill her?
Oh, the dads are
She's our
fighting.
ticket to Cypher. And her physical abilities are outstanding.
Once again, Ocelot's arguments are better because, yeah, if we get buddy-buddy with her or torture her enough, she might give us some information that we could actually use.
Quiet appears to be able to use both eyes as master
Oh
eyes
God, right. She
simultaneously.
can do a weird
That lets
chameleon
her
eye thing
track targets
apparently.
with different focal lengths at once. While looking through the scope with one eye, she can look for new targets with the other. That's right. she
But
doesn't
again,
need
even
a
in the
spotter.
meantime, she can help us
She
in
can
battle
operate
because for some
alone,
reason
no
she
matter
trusts
the
Snake.
circumstances.
See, I told you she's a freak.
I mean, we're all a little
No
bit
one
of a
would be
freak,
able to
Miller.
control her.
No, there's one person who could.
Hey, you trying to get the boss killed?
Oh,
Why don't we talk to him? See if he's willing to take her along.
I don't like this.
It's his decision to make. The two of them might even make
again, it's just like two dads. It's just my two gay dads trying to make sure I grow up into a good man over here. Like it's our boy's decision to make. It's very funny. It's there's no other way to read those two. They're two gay dads who want to get a divorce, but they're staying together because their dumb son needs guidance, and they don't, you know, we don't want him to grow up and be like how we did, and we can't agree on what that means. Let's deal with this guy. There we go. Oh, look, and we captured a guard post. Quiet's mission performance.
Where is she?
You mean Quiet?
Kindergarten line hits harder before we added the literal elementary school platform. Yeah.
She proved herself well enough, didn't she?
And now they're arguing. I told you not to let our son go out with that
Won't never be
hussy.
one of us. She's targeting him.
Don't forget, we do owe her one.
What's that supposed to mean?
Remember what happened when she first got here? She shot down the aircraft Cypher sent after us. Not only that, she hit the cockpit. Who else could have done that?
I mean, I did it a
We're
whole
talking
bunch
about
in
fighter
Peace
jet
Walker.
traveling at Mach speed.
But that was
What's your
helicopters, not fighter jets.
If she hadn't been there, the boss's chopper would be at the bottom of the ocean right now. Or it would have been followed right back to Mother Base. So let's say she does have some elaborate scheme in the works. If you
No,
wanna catch her in the
Ocelot,
act,
you
all
would
can
know
do is
about
sit back
elaborate
and wait.
schemes. It's probably why he
On the
doesn't
other
suspect
hand,
her, because he
if
knows.
She swears allegiance to the boss like our other Fulton recruits, he couldn't ask for a better partner.
She's got you fooled.
I have eyes on her. If she tries anything, she'll regret it. We lose nothing either way.
Guy's got a nice beard, but not as nice as mine. So yeah, also this area is pretty interesting. It's one of those places that's... There's a couple side ops that'll take place here, but if you look, it's between the ruins and the main Soviet base. So most of the time you just go down that dusty old road. And it's weird because I think this is a pretty cool area. This is one of my favorite areas in the Afghanistan map. If you couldn't tell by me going around in these digs and sneaking around the KGB, GRU, and Ocelot unit enemies, it does kind of give me some Snake Eater vibes. It's kind of similar to the little base that the helicopter is at in MGS3. And there's a lot of cover and a lot of interesting things. And once again, it's one of those strange yet all too common examples of the game just not doing much with what it has. But it also has a four-wheel drive here, so let's take that. And let's see, mission performance. Nope, those are spoilers. Here we go.
It wasn't just Cypher. Back in the Caribbean, every eye in the world was turned on us.
That is true.
A private army. Just a bunch of guys with guns.
Hell yeah,
in
just a bunch of
possession
guys
of
with
a
guns.
nuke. Why wouldn't they be uncomfortable?
And that's why you made sure the inspection happened.
Well, I thought our best move was to prove to the UN through the IAEA that we had no nuke. Of course, I was against us having it in the first place, but that was
Here's
Snake's
the ruins.
decision.
The boss wasn't responsible.
Well, don't get me wrong, I still believed
Park
in
our
Snake.
Jeep in this.
I thought
ancient
I was
garage.
making the best decision for all of us, that's all.
Take
I
a
figured
scenic walk
we
around
should
this
get a
area as
third
we listen to
party
these idiots.
exonerate us before proof of the nuke did get out. And who better to do that than
So
an
here's the
organization
thing,
with
I
international
actually do
authority?
believe Huey with this.
So the truth is, you took it upon yourself to agree to
I
an inspection
absolutely believe
arranged
that
by
he
the
overstepped
UN.
his boundaries to
Only
set
the
this up
inspection was a ruse.
because
And
he's a
Cypher's
little
strike
coward
force
and he
XOF
wants it
showed
to
up
look
instead.
like we're on the
I
up
had
and
no
up.
idea that would happen. Enough
I
bullshit.
don't actually
Oh,
think he
sure,
plans
like
to
I
get
could've
captured
known.
for 9 years
You
and work on
know,
another
I
Metal
was just
Gear.
trying to prove our innocence to the world. What's wrong with that?
We're not interested in the excuses you thought up. The truth is objective.
Just see it from my point of view.
You led XOF to the control tower. They seized it, giving them complete control
Because,
over the
like,
base. Moments
Huey
later,
didn't know
they
about
detonated
XOF. He
C4
didn't know
in
about
strut legs.
Cypher. Once again,
Anyone who
Kaz
managed
did,
to
and he
survive
admitted
was
it
hunted
to
down by
us.
the assault force and their choppers.
And,
You can't believe I did that on purpose.
That
we
was
know
the
through
end
the
of
hidden
Mother
tapes
Base.
in Peace Walker
But
that
it
he knew
wasn't the
even
end
more
for
than
you.
he led us
How
to
can you-
believe.
Look, think about
So
it.
I think
I lost something too.
Huey definitely
I
is a
built
bit of...
Zeke
Look at
and
these
it
rock
got buried
formations also.
underwater.
I think Huey
I'm a
is
victim.
definitely a
That
piece of
raises the
shit,
big questions.
but I do
Why
think
were
that
you
he
the only one
is
spared?
a
You
bit
got away
of a
without
victim.
scratch.
He's not
Why
completely
did
innocent.
Strangelove leave the base on the
Now this
eve of
one
the
too,
inspection?
Strangelove
You two
left
were
before
close.
the inspection.
Strangelove.
I would
And how
believe
did
that to
you
be,
manage
you know,
to
a bit of a
build something
tiff,
that
a bit of a
surpasses
lover's
Zeke in
quarrel,
every way?
where she
Because
knew
you did
what was going to
everything they
happen,
told you.
and she thought it
You're
was
the only one who
ridiculous and
didn't
stupid
lose
and
a thing.
dangerous, and was like, I'm getting the fuck out of
Is
here.
the truth.
Or maybe
I
Huey
was
suspected
taken
it
away
might go
against
a
my
little
will.
wrong and told her to get out of there.
Face forced
But
me
I
to do
find it
his
really
research
hard to
these past
believe
9
that
years.
Huey is the
You
mastermind
I
behind
lost 9
all of this.
years.
Because he
9
did
years.
actually lose
We all
9
lost
years.
9
That
years.
much
It
is
wasn't
true.
just
He says a
you.
lot of things
I
that
suppose
are
blaming me makes
true.
you feel better, does it? But
Still a piece of
who's gonna
shit,
give me
but
back all the time
I think it's
lost?
ridiculous
You're
to
not getting anything
to call
back.
him, you know,
You're not a victim here, Emmerich. You're the perpetrator.
the perpetrator
I
of
didn't know
everything.
anything.
Nobody can back that up.
Yeah. All the evidence is at the bottom of the ocean.
Well, I mean, we got the AI pod. We can
You
get
know
other
the
stuff.
hardest man to break. The type who's fooling himself. That
I like this
takes time.
waterfall area as well.
It's
This is
easier
very
to live
nice.
a convenient lie than a painful truth. Is that the piece you've chosen, Doc?
I'm
Oh,
not
right.
lying.
Can't
Of course. Just let me check one or two
Woo.
things. On that day, you were in the control tower with them. Lucky you. That's how you got out unscathed.
I would
And
believe
you
that
escaped on one
Emmerich
of
cut
their
a deal
choppers. Only you, right before
when
the base
faced
went
with
under.
XOF.
Blindfolded the whole time.
I would believe he went, well, wait, don't kill me. I'll build a Metal Gear for you guys. Yeah.
But
I would totally see him doing that sort of bullshit, but I don't think he would have even like the intelligence to plan all this out.
When they finally took off the blindfold, I was in kind of
He spec'd all of his intelligence into building giant robots, not into espionage and subterfuge and sabotage.
And soon enough, he came.
This is a cool little structure too.
Skullface.
You never have to.
He's the one
Nothing
who's
happens
really
with this. I
behind
just
that
think it's
Mother Base
neat.
attack. He forced me into that research.
What kind of research?
He told me to build a bipedal walking tank for the Soviet Union, like Peace Walker, a system that could fire an ICBM-class nuclear weapon. That's how the Sahelanthropus project got started.
Sahelanthropus.
Those AI weapons I'd made in Costa Rica were like
Now, I
toys
do
by
believe that he got
comparison.
way too into the
A
work.
whole world apart from reptilian four-legged
That I
crawling and
absolutely
that
believe that
ridiculous
he was
hunched-over
like,
bipedal waddler.
"Oh, yeah, sure, Mr. Skullface, I'll build you the bestest robot ever. It'll have a pile bunker and a sword and,
First steps towards humanity. An upright bipedal weapon system.
Unfortunately, that's blocked off and I
Originally,
can't go there.
Sahelanthropus was going to be a manned weapons platform. I designed a cockpit in its head, and I planned to fill it with water as
Water as a buffering agent, aka why pause. Yep, there we go.
Don't compare me to some amateur. I designed.
That's
it for
why
human
Paz was
control
naked at
from
the end of Peace
beginning.
Walker. She filled
The problem was miniaturizing
Zeke
the
with
posture
a
control
water
AI.
buffer. And,
Remember
didn't
the
want to get her
reptile
clothes
pod?
wet, I guess.
The AI that controlled your unmanned weapons.
Attaching it externally makes it vulnerable. So this time I wanted it beneath the armor. Meaning I had to make the AI smaller. I got it down to less than a tenth the size without any loss in computation speed. But it was still too big for the cockpit. There wasn't enough room for the pilot. If I made the head bigger, its body would have to be bigger to support it. Too big to be
And
practical.
Sahelanthropus' design
In
is
the end,
absolutely
human
practical.
piloting was taken off the table. I tested a remote control system too, but there was the
Oh, it could have
time
been a
lag,
remote
and I
control
wasn't
dandy. That would have
satisfied
been
with
pretty
its precision
interesting.
either. Plus, it would be useless if the enemy jammed it.
Paz filled the cockpit
So
with
next,
ashamed of
I
your
went back
words
to
and
trying
deeds
an
fluid.
AI-only system.
Oh, dear.
To do that, I had the AI pods recovered from Nicaragua. This was a
So,
hybrid AI.
That
A
goes
combination
against
of
what we
Peace
just
Walker's
heard about
reptile
Amanda and
mammal
Strangelove,
pods.
that apparently
The
it
only
was
AI that had ever
Strangelove's
successfully
idea
operated an unmanned nuclear weapon
to retrieve the AI
Really?
pods. So that is definitely
You
a
need some help
lie.
to get that working. Expert help.
Did you work with someone?
I worked alone.
So
You did that
here's
yourself.
definitely what seems like it might be a
That's the
lie.
thing.
He was an
The
expert
AI
at the
didn't pan
drive
out in the end
system,
either.
specifically
But I
couldn't
did
get the
try
AI
get
to work
Sahelanthropus
with the Peace
walking
Walker
by folding
project.
over its upper body to
But he's
lower
saying
its
now he
center
made a
of
better
gravity.
AI?
The first upright bipedal locomotive weapon system in the history of mankind.
Much to consider, much to
I
think
guess
about.
Technically, it falls into the anthropoid ape category.
I don't see the benefit of having it stand taller.
On terrain with significant differences in elevation like Afghanistan, you need a body that's vertically adaptable. That also lets it attack from long range while using mountain ridges for cover. So, making it walk upright was the most important factor in giving it superior height capability.
Okay, that's the last one there.
As the name suggests, that was the whole point of Sahelanthropus.
Okay.
But I was being pushed for results. Having the AI mounted externally would have been the fastest way to get it working. I just needed more data so it could maintain its balance. But Skullface refused to wait. He dismissed the idea of AI control and took Sahelanthropus away from
Yep.
me before I could finish it.
Because he found another way to
It
control
was walking when it
Sahelanthropus.
came after you.
That's just it. I don't understand how Skullface got it to move
That part is
upright
actually true. He has no
without a
idea.
pilot or an AI. And walking at that speed, too. It's beyond anything I could have imagined.
He would absolutely
This
love
is
to know
like
that.
the Wright brothers making it to the moon. I'm just as clueless as you are.
So this Sahelanthropus, where is it now?
I have no idea. All my experiments took place at that cave.
So it's
I've
probably
never
in that
seen it
cave.
anywhere else. Besides, it's still just an incomplete prototype at this point, and nothing but a paper tiger. Even if it can walk, it's far from being a viable weapons platform. It wouldn't be useful in actual battle.
Emmerich will remain here at Mother Base for now, but not as a member of Diamond Dogs. I still don't trust him. That work for you?
Fine by me. He can't be allowed any contact with staff either.
Yeah. A lot of the guys would love some payback for 9 years ago.
Gee, maybe
Still
because
need
you've
him
been
alive.
telling them it's
But
been
we have
his
to
fault for
restrict his
9
movement.
years?
He can only go where we tell him. And of course, the interrogations will continue. He worked for that skull bastard for nearly a decade.
Skull
He
bastard.
still has more to tell us.
How long are we gonna press him?
If our investigation shows he really had nothing to do with the attack, we'll reconsider his place here. But I don't expect that to happen. Remember that water tank-shaped object in Emmerich's lab in the Soviet base camp?
Yeah.
The thing that started talking to you like a possessed answering
The
machine.
thing that's clearly the boss AI?
Built for housing the AI used to control unmanned
Yeah,
weapons.
Miller, you were
You
there.
remember?
Like, we
Back
should
in
both know
74
exactly
in
what
Costa
that
Rica.
is.
It was in those machines you fought there.
Yes.
They were designated Pupa, Chrysalis, Cocoon, and Basilisk, and each of them was fitted with an AI unit called a reptile pod. Emmerich created it.
Oh,
It
goats.
mainly handled the machine's posture control and autonomous behavior. But the Basilisk, aka Peace Walker, also featured a second AI pod. That one was called the Mammal Pod, and it was created by Dr. Strangelove. She tried to recreate the boss's personality through the Mammal Pod, but you pulled out its memory boards. That's when it transferred.
Yep, pull out all the
its
unlocked
functions
boards,
to
as
its
you said
reptile
9
pod.
years ago.
Just like a human brain compensating for damage by using the remaining healthy parts. The result was a unique
I guess 10 years
entity,
ago at this point.
a hybrid of the reptile and the mammal. It sank to the bottom of Lake Nicaragua with Peace Walker. But apparently they salvaged it and transported it to that lab. Don't let it deceive you, Snake. It may sound like the boss, but it has neither a personality nor a will.
Even though we established that it
Emmerich says,
did.
It's just a machine.
But okay, sure. So yeah, just some more context on particularly Huey and Quiet, since we got them on Team Snake now. Huey's definitely very suspicious, much more so than Quiet, but I still feel like Miller's being a little unreasonable. I think Huey's too much of a little sniveling dweeb to be that cruel and calculating.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
But I could see him overstepping his boundaries, setting up an inspection,
Station at LZ.
and then when being faced, you know, with a gun in his face, going, "Wait, hold on, I can make a Metal Gear, I could do that for you guys." Oh. And as for his insistence that he worked on Sahelanthropus alone, I mean, I don't buy that, because we already know that Strangelove ordered the AI pod to be salvaged, so he's definitely hiding things by this point. But still, I don't think as suspicious as Kaz is making him out to be.